Okay, first of all, Candace, congratulations for landing this role. It's the most famous role and female role in the play, so you did really great audition, so I'm not nervous at all. I'm so excited to work with you. Do you have any questions for me before we begin?
No, go ahead.
Perfect. So I've already given you your script, so right now we're going to be going over just some basic blocking for one of your most famous monologues. So the reason we're starting this monologue so soon, because it happens so late in the play and we're starting with it first, is because it is one of the most famous monologues in the play, so it's really important that we start right now so that we can make it really great. Yeah, are you ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so I know you've had a chance to look over our script already, but with Shakespeare, it is very easy that you understand the words that you're reading. Because if you don't understand the words, then your audience aren't. If you don't understand what you're saying, the audience isn't going to understand what you're saying. And so that can kind of be a challenge when Shakespeare is in play. So feel free, if you don't know what a line means, please stop me and ask me and I'll explain it to you, because it will just make your acting job so much easier. So do you have any questions about the script before we start?
I have a question about the word blocking. I don't understand what that means.
Oh, yeah. So blocking is just a common actor's term. It basically just means your movement on the stage that we rehearse. So, with the line. So I'll say, oh, with this line you're going to enter from stage right, or you'll throw your hand up or something like that. So it's just your movements.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
First. All right. So let me just look at the script real fast to see where we're going to start with. Okay. So this monologue is titled Out Down Spot. That's what most people call it. Are you familiar what's going on at this point in the play with Lady Macbeth?
Yes and no. It's about they kill the king and the queen goes crazy and feels really guilty about it. And she thinks there's spots on her hands, I think.
Yeah. So you got the basic idea. So Lady Macbeth all but ordered her husband, Macbeth, to kill King Duncan so that the two of them could become King and Queen of Scotland. And so at this point in the play, she has gone completely crazy, like you said, because she feels so guilty from her part in in King Duncan's death. So she has been sleepwalking. She can't sleep, and when she does sleep, she sleepwalks. And she's also been constantly over and over trying to wash her hands because she is hallucinating that King Duncan's blood is all over her hands. So you're going to be pretty crazy in this part of the play. It's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so to begin with the first line, or before you say your first line, I'm going to have you off stage right, and then you'll enter and come to center stage.
Okay.
So, and then, are you familiar with stage directions, like what they mean?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I think
so, like, this is stage right. It's from your perspective. So, stage right, stage left, center stage is obviously the middle. And if I ever say move up stage, that means this way, because you're going up the stage. And then if I ever say move down stage, it's this way. Okay. So let's have you try that, just so you can practice the flow. So start off right, stage right, and then I'm going to have you walk to center stage. Simple as that. I mean, I know we're not in the auditorium right now, so it's a little bit smaller, but you get the gist. So it's pretty simple. Okay. So the first line is yet there's a spot. So when you say yet there's a spot, you're going to look down at your hand, and first, before you say it, notice that there's still a spot of blood on your hand. And also, when you do walk in and then come into center stage, it's really important that you act distraught, that you're, wringing out your hands and rubbing them and just acting completely not normal, because you are so racked with guilt that you've gone completely insane. So let's see here. There we go. There's your scene. So yet here's a spot. And then after you notice that, you're going to kneel down on your knees. Okay?
Okay. I don't really understand that line. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to explain the first two lines to you because, they're a little bit confusing. So when you say, yet there's a spot, you're just noticing there's a spot on your hand, which there's not really a spot on your hand. You're crazy. But she sees this spot. She thinks that it's blood. It's Duncan's blood. And so then she says, out, damn spot. Out, I say. And so she's basically ordering this blood to go away because she's been washing her hands over and over and over. And so, does that make more sense?
Yeah. Okay. I understand now.
So do you want to try just those two lines, coming in, acting distraught, noticing it, and then kneeling down? Okay, let's see it.
So I'm confused. Do I kneel down before, after?
And so can I just see how you would sign, out, down, spot, out, I say? Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so now, the third line is a little bit tricky as well. It's 1, 2, why then 'tis time to do it.
I have no idea what that means.
Most people don't. So basically what it means is you've tried washing your hands 1 time, 2 times. Well, it's time to do it again. That's the most simplest term. So it's written a little bit weird, but it's basically why then it's time to do it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so why don't you try doing that line like the last one, but now you're kneeling. And let's see how. Yeah.
Do you want me to kneel right now?
Just get right into it. So let's see how you would sign that.
Guilty.
And can you just kind of show once, twice, because it's still the Shakespeare language. Yeah, for sure. And then now keep kneeling. Sorry. So now the next line, let me find it, is hell is murky. So before you say hell...
Wait, what does that word mean? Murky?
Murky. Okay, so what she means by hell is murky. So what I want you to do is, before I explain the line, I want you to... So now you've been pretty much looking at your hands the whole time, right? So for this line, before you say hell is murky, I want you to look around and survey your surroundings. Very distraught, almost like you're noticing you're in a new place. So the reason Lady Macbeth says hell is murky is because she believes that she is in hell or something like hell. And so the word murky basically means dark and gloomy, scary. So you could even sign hell is scary, and that would translate just fine. So just know you're not looking at your hands anymore. You're going to